Suspecting infidelity in your marriage is one of the most painful experiences imaginable. It can feel like your entire world is crumbling around you, leaving you in a state of emotional turmoil. It's like a punch to the gut, leaving you reeling with confusion, hurt, and anger. The emotional impact can be overwhelming, making it hard to think clearly or make rational decisions. You might find yourself replaying moments, questioning everything you thought you knew about your relationship. Every memory becomes a puzzle piece, and you start to wonder if there were signs you missed along the way. This isn't about playing detective, it's about understanding changes in your partner's behavior and what those changes might mean. It's about recognizing patterns that could indicate something is amiss. Remember, we're talking about possibilities here, not certainties. It's important to approach this with an open mind and not jump to conclusions without concrete evidence. It's crucial to approach this situation with a clear head and a compassionate heart. Taking care of your own emotional well-being is just as important as addressing the issues in your relationship. We're going to explore some common signs of infidelity, but remember, these signs alone don't constitute proof. They are indicators that something might be wrong, but they don't tell the whole story. They are, however, red flags that warrant attention and further exploration. Ignoring these signs can lead to further misunderstandings and emotional pain. It's time to face this difficult situation head-on. Confronting the possibility of infidelity is never easy, but it's a necessary step towards finding the truth and healing. Let's delve into the subtle signs that might indicate your wife is being unfaithful. These signs can be subtle and easy to overlook, but paying attention to them can provide valuable insights. We'll navigate this sensitive topic together, offering guidance and support along the way. Seeking professional help, like therapy, can also be beneficial in managing your emotions and finding clarity. Remember, you're not alone in this. Many people have faced similar challenges and have found ways to rebuild trust and move forward. One of the first things you might notice is a shift in your emotional connection. The warmth and intimacy you once shared might feel strained or distant. Conversations become shorter, less frequent, and lack the depth they once had. Your wife might seem withdrawn, preoccupied, or even irritable when you try to connect. Physical affection might also dwindle. Hugs feel obligatory, kisses are quick pecks on the cheek, and cuddling on the couch is a thing of the past. This lack of physical and emotional intimacy can be a red flag, signaling a growing distance in your relationship. Remember, relationships have their ups and downs. It's normal to experience periods of distance. However, if this emotional disconnect persists and is accompanied by other changes, it's important to pay attention. In today's digital age, our phones have become extensions of ourselves. They're not just devices, they are our personal assistants, our entertainment hubs, and our connection to the world. We use them for everything from banking to socializing, from managing our schedules to capturing memories. They often hold our deepest secrets and desires, containing information that we might not share with anyone else. If your wife suddenly becomes overly protective of her phone, it could be a sign that she's hiding something. This change in behavior can be subtle but significant. Has she changed her passwords recently and refused to share them with you? This could be a red flag, especially if she was more open about it before. Does she constantly take her phone with her, even to the bathroom or outside for a quick minute? This might indicate that she doesn't want to leave it unattended. These changes in behavior, especially if they're out of character, can be a cause for concern. It's important to notice these shifts and consider what they might mean. Pay attention to her demeanor when she's on her phone. Is she more anxious or secretive than usual? Does she seem nervous, secretive, or overly giddy? These emotional responses can be telling. Does she quickly turn off the screen or hide her phone when you walk into the room? This could be a sign that she doesn't want you to see what she's doing. These subtle cues could indicate that she's engaging in conversations or activities she doesn't want you to know about. It's crucial to communicate openly and address any concerns you might have. Infidelity often brings about changes in a person's appearance and routine. These changes can be subtle at first, but may become more noticeable over time. Your wife might start paying extra attention to her looks, dressing more provocatively, or spending more time at the gym. She may invest in new clothes, makeup, or even a new hairstyle. These changes could be her way of impressing someone new or feeling more confident and desirable. Compliments from others might boost her self-esteem, making her more conscious of her appearance. Her schedule might also undergo some unexplained alterations. You may notice her being more secretive about her plans or suddenly having new commitments. She might start working late more often, taking up new hobbies that require her to be away from home or going out with friends you've never met. These new activities can be a way to create distance or carve out time for someone else. While these changes in themselves don't necessarily mean infidelity, they can be red flags, especially when combined with other signs. It's important to consider the context and frequency of these changes. Pay attention to any inconsistencies in her stories or excuses. If her explanations seem vague or contradictory, it might be worth investigating further. Does her explanation for her whereabouts add up? Is she defensive or evasive when you ask simple questions? Do you notice any discrepancies in her accounts of events? Small inconsistencies can sometimes reveal larger truths. Unexplained changes in behavior and routine, coupled with a lack of transparency, can be a cause for concern. Trust your instincts and consider having an open and honest conversation to address your worries. Section 5. Missing time, missing answers. One of the most telling signs of infidelity is unexplained absences. If your wife is suddenly unavailable for periods with vague or inconsistent explanations, it's natural to feel suspicious. These absences might involve extended lunches, business trips with scant details, or weekend getaways with friends you've never heard of. When you inquire about these absences, her responses might be evasive, defensive, or filled with contradictions. She might become angry or accuse you of being controlling for asking legitimate questions. This lack of transparency and accountability can create a significant rift in your relationship. Remember, trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. If your wife consistently hides her whereabouts or offers flimsy excuses for her absence, it's essential to address the issue directly. Open and honest communication is crucial in these situations. Section 6. Intimacy lost. Infidelity often leads to drastic changes in a couple's sexual relationship. The intimacy you once shared might feel strained, distant, or even non-existent. Your wife might lose interest in sex, make excuses to avoid it, or seem emotionally detached during intimate moments. On the other hand, some unfaithful partners might exhibit an increased desire for sex, as if trying to overcompensate for their guilt or satisfy a newfound craving. They might initiate sex more often, experiment with new positions or techniques, or seem more interested in their own pleasure than yours. Any significant change in your sexual relationship, whether it's a decrease or increase in intimacy, can be a sign of underlying issues. It's crucial to communicate openly and honestly with your partner about your needs and concerns. Section 7. Whispers and glances. While your wife's behavior is paramount, don't underestimate the significance of how others act around you. Friends may act strangely, either overly solicitous or unusually quiet in your presence. Their discomfort might stem from knowing something they feel they can't reveal. Have you noticed hushed whispers when you enter a room, or quick glances exchanged between your wife and certain individuals? These subtle cues might indicate that others are aware of something you're not. Be mindful of any sudden changes in your social circle. Has your wife distanced herself from certain friends or introduced new ones you know little about? These shifts in social dynamics can sometimes provide clues about what's happening behind the scenes. Section 8. Trust your gut. Intuition is a powerful tool, often whispering truths we're reluctant to acknowledge. If you have a nagging feeling that something is amiss, don't dismiss it. Our gut instincts are often rooted in subtle cues and observations that our conscious mind might miss. Perhaps you can't pinpoint a specific event or behavior, but something feels off. You might notice a shift in her energy, a change in her demeanor, or a lack of authenticity in her words and actions. These subtle red flags, when combined with other signs, can be a strong indicator that something is wrong. Remember, you know your wife better than anyone else. You're familiar with her habits, her quirks, and her baseline behavior. If something feels off, trust your gut and delve deeper into the situation. Section 9. Join the conversation. Navigating the complexities of relationships can be challenging, but you don't have to do it alone. Share your thoughts, ask questions, and connect with others who might be going through similar experiences. Your insights and perspectives are valuable, and together we can foster a supportive community. If you're finding this discussion helpful, please like this video, Leave a comment below and subscribe to ZenSageMind for more insights on relationships, personal growth, and navigating the complexities of life. Your engagement helps us reach more people who might be struggling with similar challenges. Let's create a space for open dialogue, empathy, and support. Section 10. Proceed with caution. Suspecting infidelity is a heavy burden to carry. It's essential to approach the situation with care, consideration, and a commitment to open communication. Avoid jumping to conclusions or making accusations without concrete evidence. Instead of confronting your wife with suspicions, try to initiate a calm and honest conversation about your concerns. Express your feelings, share your observations, and listen attentively to her perspective. Remember, the goal is to understand the truth and work towards a resolution, whatever that may be. If your suspicions are confirmed, seek professional guidance from a therapist or counselor. They can provide a safe and supportive space for you to process your emotions, explore your options, and make informed decisions about the future of your relationship. Remember, you're not alone in this journey.